They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks, and here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I'm going to bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. It's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Webb. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Webb. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door to totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up the fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now Webb. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. Donald. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Ramsey. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll try the left side. Donald and the right. Existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald, that'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Webb. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Jesus Christ. Knock it off.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Louisville offense back out now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake, now Webb. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Webb to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Not by a field goal. go.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Looking to throw on second down. Ramsey, he finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Ramsey throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and 2, Ramsey out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in. Ball's going to and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
This fielded right at the goal line. So a very tight first. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down, here's Webb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
the opening drive of the second half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Ramsey. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Ramsey. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
On the return is Lamb.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Louisville offense back out now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Webb rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards.
And the Sentinels are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Ramsey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Ramsey over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to throw. Ramsey. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Off play action. Ramsey And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, Webb sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Gets through, and now an opening. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Ramsey. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Ramsey. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw, Ramsey. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Webb now.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half